Coach, what happened tonight?
They are who we thought they were, and that's it. They are who we thought they were. I'm done with it. We got to regroup. It's over. They are who we thought we were.
All right, so that was our coach Dave verbatim doing his best Dennis Green impression. You know, unfortunately, and I gotta say it, I believe the Cardinals were supposed to win that game. We never really had a good shot at winning this game this previous week. They came off, they scored 14 points in a row, 14 points back to back. They played phenomenal. Granted, we did hold their rushers to right around 60 yards, but when you can pass for 300 and almost 50 yards,
why rush?
You don't really need to rush. So there really is no kudos to our defense for stopping the rush because it doesn't really matter at that point in the game.
We all had a horrible game. There's no excuse.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
I can't speak for myself. I had a horrible game. I will say that, straight away. But
no, but you know what though, Lynx, seriously, guys. There's on on the message board and in the league on Facebook and whatever. Everybody's still trying to talk about this, and I understand it because it was a big hyped up game. Point blank though, we lost the game. We first loss of the season. We got 5 weeks to come back, and we're hoping that we get the chance to see them again in the championship. If that's the case, we're gonna go in full force, and hopefully we'll have a better outcome this time.
To talk about one thing, zero unsportsmanlike conduct penalties in that game. As hyped up as that game was, zero. That says a lot for the Lynx organization, being able to control their guys, as well as the Cougar organization. And I will say, even though a shellacking is, lack of a better word, happened on that, I got to give a lot of props to the Cougars. They, they took the losses as men, and we're ready to move on and hopefully win a championship. Still, I'm still optimistic about it. So
that's still our goal, no matter what. Like I said, they came out, they beat us, fine, whatever. Good job for you guys this week.
Well, let me go ahead and sum it
later
up.
on.
We'll sum it up in about 15 seconds. How's that?
Check out this blooper reel.
I'd like to call it a highlight reel, but we'll call it a blooper reel.
Check the rolling. Throws. He's got Gardner overshot. He's got pressure. Throws. He's got receiver wide open. He's got it at the ball. Pressure. Throws. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Nicholich. Throws. He's got back. Williams back. All right, gotta get. Throws. He's got a man.
Get him!
Goes forward. He throws. He's got Williams already.
Got him!
Back to pass. He's got a man behind. Check back to pass. Check throws. All day. Throws. He's got his fullback. Check rolling now on the inside of the pressure. Throws. He's got air there. Back to pass.
Okay, so as you guys see, they had, I believe, 4 touchdowns for over 40 yards, right?
That quarterback's incredible.
Something
I
like
gotta
hey,
give you credit. If you're watching,
he had a good game.
You're incredible.
We tried working our short passes. It did work a little bit, but obviously we only put up 8 points, and it was at the very end of the game when we did end up scoring. So really, we can't take too much credit going out of this game, but what we are taking away from this game is we stayed together as a team. We didn't argue at all. We stayed focused on trying to win the game. It didn't happen this week. But the good thing is, though, is that we all feel confident moving forward. And regardless of if we want to or not, and if you guys as a league don't want to, let it go, we got a huge game this week. We are playing the Racing Rampage. They have won 3 games in a row. I believe they are in a big playoff hunt right now to get into the playoffs. Am I correct on that, Eric?
Well, actually, the Racing Rampage summed it up this week.
They are in the playoffs.
They are in the playoffs.
Honestly,
week 4. They're the 4th seed.
Okay.
As long as we win 1 out of the next 2 games, we will remain the number 1 seed.
Right.
Still, even I think pretty much no matter what, with the exception of maybe the Rage have a chance, and of course you got the Sabres, but most likely it's going to end up being the Rage and Sabres at home at Amici, and then it's going to be us versus the Rage. So the Sabres are most likely going to be playing the Rage in the first round of the playoffs. That will be a home game for the Sabres over there at Amici. And then, of course, us playing the Rage, or Rampage, and that will be a home at Amici as well. So you're going to have a nice doubleheader in the American Conference for the first round of the playoffs. So
to be honest, Us talking about getting to the championship game, like I said, we hope we can be there. The way that it's looking like it's going to play out, we're going to have to play the Racing Rampage 3 times in a season. Now, I know so far a couple of teams have had to do that, and they have won all 3 games. I, however, think that's pretty tough, especially being the first time we played these guys. We played them at their place, and they held our offense to only 1 touchdown. So we got a lot to work, and we got a lot to look forward to here, because it's not going to be an easy road for us at all.
So I apologize. I want to be the first one to say I apologize for the delay in getting this video cast out here this week. As many have seen on either Facebook, our website, or even on the pro boards, we got approached by Extreme Home Makeover to find a family that was in need of a home makeover, one that is going to be deserving enough. We found a family that we interviewed tonight, spent about 2.5 hours videotaping this thing. So our editing preferences, instead of going to this video, went over to get that turned in for that application to hopefully a very, very deserving family.
You know, and plus the Lynx guys, they did a phenomenal job on theirs, so there's really even no need for us to even talk about ours, because, I mean, you guys knocked it right out of the water. And I'll tell you what, doing this, I guess you could call it an interview of the family for the Extreme Home Makeover. I don't know about you, but it opened up my eyes a lot. This is a football thing that we're doing right now, and this is the basis of it, but it really made me realize how it's really not that important in the grand scheme of things. I mean, this family, they've been through a lot, and they still have a positive attitude when they're still trying to gain in their life, and I look forward to them, guys. I look up to the family just for their persistence and just their will, just to continue to move on and just be better people, and that's really where our focus was this week. If we would have won or lost, it wouldn't have mattered at all. Regardless, it's a really good thing that we're trying to do. And quick shout out real quick, if any of you guys have any type of fundraising type things, or any, autism, or whatever it may be in your team's life and in your team's goals as far as helping out the community, please feel free to contact the Cougars. We'd love to help out in any type of scenario whatsoever at all.
And if this family does get chosen, we'll be shouting out to the rest of the league as well. As anybody has seen that video, there's volunteers needed in order to get the home built, and it's a week long. But we'll give you more details as that comes. But that's all we'll really say about this at this point, and then we'll go on from there. So
sweet. All right, well, let's see here. I want to talk about right away. I see the Cowboys. Cowboys 56-2. Now, granted, they played the Gladiators. I believe the Gladiators, they've been playing a little bit better lately. But hey, Cowboys, you guys are doing your thing once again. You guys lost to the Lynx. Hopefully, we can be like you guys. We can take a loss to the Lynx, and we can bounce right back, and we can just whoop 2 teams in a row. That's what we want to do, except for the second team would be you guys, so it's getting tough. But, kudos to you guys. Hey, they're a good-ass team.
Yeah,
they are.
And Tom, you guys will hear me in the next couple of weeks. I like to talk a lot about the Cowboys, only because I have that kind of relationship with Tom and Maurice over there. And yeah, exactly. We've been back and forth for the past 5 years,
right?
And that's just everything that I say on here is exactly what I'll say directly to his face, and
right.
He'll say the same stuff right back at me. So it's a constant battle, but nothing but respect for the Cowboys.
The Scorpions and the South Milwaukee Rage. The Rage beat them by 1 point. I didn't hear a lot about this game. Have you heard anything about this game?
It was talked about.
Paid attention.
It was talked about that the scorekeeper, the stat taker for the Scorpions, had this game as a tied game. Unfortunately, it wasn't brought up to the refs. I don't know if that's true or not or whatever. And really, in the scheme of things, it's kind of a minute point, because the Rage are still 6-2. Even if that was a tie, they're still going to be a number 2, number 3 seed. The Scorpions still have the chaos this week, and really that's what it comes down to. So, best of luck to the Scorpions going into this year or this next year. As you guys saw, there is some new things coming. I'm not sure if you read that article that was posted as of this morning for what the GFL is doing, but we'll get into that next week.
Sabres beat the Maniacs this week. Good job for the Sabres. The Maniacs, I can't believe they scored 13 points, though. I'm kind of surprised about that, guys. Got anything to say about that game? I don't know. I mean,
there's not much really to say. The Sabres, they were over in Milwaukee, and they're starting to get their they got a new quarterback coming in that was a replacement for a severely injured quarterback that, you know, it was voted upon with the board. So, you know, hopefully we'll see a good Sabres team coming up. You know,
wait, the Sabres got a new quarterback just out of left field?
He was a previous Sabre, so it's not a stacked up quarterback or anything like that.
Right.
It was voted upon by the Lynx, you know, by the entire board. We had 3 out of the 5 votes, you know, which was the majority rules of getting that quarterback, and that's only in extreme situations at which they were down 2 quarterbacks going into this year, so or going into this next game. So it was voted upon that they could do that. You know, you got to give every team an advantage. We were in that situation last year with Dave Scheika blowing out his knee. We had, of course, Mariano Rosales, but you know, and he did a phenomenal job of stepping up into the position. But we're talking about a guy that's never taken a snap.
Right.
You know, so
you know what though? I want to just take this stand right here. I'm throwing this one. You've never heard me say this before, but I think that's a bunch of BS. Personally, I think that when you start your season off with, you got your team. I don't know if there's a deadline, like after the second week of the first game, where you can add your roster. I disagree with that 100%. I do not think that should be part of it. I'm sure that this hits you personally. I don't know if you voted for it or not. None of my business, whatever. But I don't think this is right as far as the league. Okay, cool. So then I'll break my leg next week, and then we can just go grab anybody we want to play with us versus the Cowboys. I don't think that's right, personally. If you guys agree with me, whatever.
You know, it was voted. It was voted, and it's something that the Lynx, the Cougars did vote for it. We were in favor of it.
Okay.
And it's only to give them. I don't even want to say an advantage. If this was a stacked up quarterback that never played for the league before,
right?
You know, yeah, I would have had a problem with it. Being a previous Sabre,
okay.
You know, they're not really getting the any advantage. And you know, I don't know who this guy is, except knowing that he's a previous Sabre. But let's be honest, the Sabres have not had exactly what you call, you know, the #1 offense in the league. You know, any time within the 5 years. So is it going to really make a difference? No, but you know, it's keeping them going. And they started off the season great. You know, I just want to see them end the season great, just like any other team. And there's been other teams in this league that have been, unfortunately, stacking up their team, not adding to the rosters, you know, against league rules. And that's going to be something that's going to be changed per that article that's on the GFL site. So,
okay, sweet.
You know, there's a lot to be changed, and we're going to know a little bit more about it.
All right, the Chaos, you guys really handed it to the Wilmot Phoenix this week. And Wilmot was at home, 44-12. I haven't been on the pro boards as much this week. I've been a little bit busier, and really I haven't wanted to be on there a whole lot anyway. But I haven't heard too much about it. The Chaos, it really looks like they handed it to them. I'll tell you, maybe we'll be playing the Chaos or the Cowboys instead of the Lynx later on in the playoffs. I don't know. I mean, these guys are pretty good, huh?
Well, you know, I know Jay's smiling.
Yeah, I'm sure. Dude,
that's 3 games against Adam. I'm sorry, but I know he's smiling about it. That's, you know, that's all you can really say about it.
I haven't checked Jay's stats since the middle of the season, but they were good then, and I can't see them doing anything but just going up. I'd love to get a chance to play you and just light you up, though. I can't lie about it. In a friendly way. In a friendly way.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we didn't get to play the Chaos. And, you know, I really want to talk about that as well, because we had a lot of, I guess you could call them advantages throughout the league. And, you know, the Cougars
we've had like 8 home games this season. I love playing for the Cougars.
Well, you know, and it was just the way it felt. The Enforcers, when we were originally going to play the Hitmen in Milwaukee.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden we had the Enforcers, and we were going to play them at their home. And then of course the folding of them on the July 4th weekend. You know, we lost one of our home games. The Lynx. We had to play the Lynx. You can't say you
lost a home game as if it was like it really matters.
Oh, I'm not gonna say I was disappointed. If you're gonna lose a game, and away game is the way to go, and I'm sure anybody in this entire league would agree with that. But you had the Lynx with the 6 home games, and we had the 6 home games. The tiebreaker was on that Lynx and Cougars game. We hadn't been at home against the Lynx in over in 3 years.
Oh, really?
So you know, we had.
No wonder you guys been winning all the
that.
time. You always get to play at your place, huh? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, no kidding. So, you know, that was the deciding factor. And the Cowboys, yes, we are playing them at home. But just for the record, and you can ask anybody on the Cowboys here, I gave them the first option at the home game. So we offered to go to Round Lake for that game because of the number of home games that we did have.
Right.
They decided that they would rather play at Amici. Maybe it's funds or whatever the case might be. It doesn't make a difference. I extended out the
availability.
offer. Field availability. Exactly. And they said, go ahead. We want to play you at your home. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't going to complain. So.
I hope they...
But just for the record, I just wanted to point that out, that I gave them that home game first.
Guys, you know, we got, what else we got going on over here? That really about sums up week 9 of the GFL. You want to go ahead and talk about what's coming up?
Well, we'll go ahead and, this week we're separating it out a little bit. So, you know, then we'll settle this for the recap of the week, and then we'll go into the previews right after this. Okay, now we're back, and we're going to now talk about the previews of next week. We got week 10, the final week of the GFL.
You're kind of like Drew Carey coming in on the Price is Right sometimes.
Exactly, thank you. You know,
all right,
I feel the love over here, I tell you.
We got the Maniacs at the Lakeshore Lynx. This will be fair.
Well, actually, that game's already been forfeited.
Okay. Okay.
With the Milwaukee Maniacs, they were down to around 13 guys, and it was pretty much said that would be, well, let's just say for the safety, they decided to go ahead and
you know, and
forfeit that game.
I have to admit, I don't really blame them too much. I mean, at this point in the season, you want to say that, you know, your heart and your love for the football would still make you want to go play the away game and probably take a big loss. But, you know, I don't blame the guys. We're grown men. I sure as hell wouldn't want to drive however far it is just to go get whooped. I don't know, on a personal level. But the Cowboys got the Mayhem, so that should be a pretty easy matchup right there. So it looks like the Cowboys will be coming in healthy and strong to face us in week 11 and most of the weeks bye week. You know, I hope to see a lot of you guys that aren't playing in 2 weeks. Come and watch our game. Come and check out our defense and be the judge yourself. And check out.
You're talking about me.
Yeah. And check out the Cowboys. This might be a really good game. I mean, the Cowboys are playing awesome. We just got whooped, so we got some making up to do.
Well, it's already been said that the Cowboys are going to go to Milton, probably a little bit short. The one thing, you know, again, I'm going to give the Cowboys a lot of respect. They're going to play this game. This game absolutely means nothing. You know, you got the Milton Mayhem. They haven't won a game all season. They're playing the Cowboys. Enough said.
Right. Let's see here.
The Premier Rage. I want to get into that. That's going to be one more forfeit win.
Wait, why is it a forfeit win?
I talked to the Premier will not be playing the Rage this week. Again, short players. You know, it's just going into the final week. You got a Premier team that is devastated. They showed up last year with a very, very good team, very talented. You had Andrew Delaney, and
I'd like to recruit him, Delaney.
He's from Chicago, so you know,
might not go.
Maybe Chaos. You might want to look into him, you know, but that would be replacing Jay. I don't know, you know, he would be willing to do that.
Jay's too good to be replaced.
So you know, but you know, just a thought, Jay.
Okay, we're playing like we said earlier, we're playing the Rampage. The Rampage are coming off of 3 straight wins. They also run somewhat of a spread offense with a lot of shotgun, a lot of motion, a lot of trip sets. That's what we seen the first time we played them. Luckily, we were able to shut them out. I got to be honest, I think it's going to be tough this time to shut them out. Our secondary did just get worked a little bit. Quote me, whatever, it's fine. And that's what they run. So hopefully this game will help prepare us for the playoffs. That's the way we're looking at it.
Well, it's a preview, you know. So we get to see exactly what, you know. It was 10-0 last time we had.
How do we not score on these guys? That's what I don't get. And you know, and you guys are talking about it too. I don't understand. I mean,
you know, we came off the Enforcers game that we did 99% run against them, the Enforcers, and you know, they were pitiful. I mean, let's just be let's just be straight up about it. Then we had, well, they're gone now, so I mean, you can talk all the kind of crap you want. They're folded. But anyways, then we went into the Rampage with that same kind of mentality, and we're just going to go ahead and pound the ball.
You know what? I had that. I thought we were going to go on there whoop them too, personally, and it was a tougher game than what I thought.
It was, and I'm really looking forward to this week, bouncing off of that game.
Phoenix and Sabres. All right. What do you think?
Game of the week. Game of the week. I'm going to go Sabres.
You're going Sabres?
I'm going Sabres.
Really?
But you know, you got the branch off the Sabres, going against the Sabres, and we'll see.
All right, so if this is true with the Sabres, if they got a new quarterback playing this year that hasn't played with them yet all year long, Wilmot, you guys should beat them. You guys should come up with the scheme and blitz him and do whatever you got to do, knock him around and get him off his game, and you guys should be able to do well against these guys. I think the Phoenix are going to win this game.
It's going to be the game of the week, big time. I really can't wait to see the result of this, and it's going to be the Sabres going into, you know, next week. They got well, not next week. They're going to play the Gladiators next week in an exhibition game, but the following week they're going to have the Rage. So they better do something in this game if they want to be a legitimate playoff contending team. That's what they need to do.
I understand you call it the game of the week because it's probably a pretty close matchup, but aren't they both already in the playoffs? So this is more about pride, I think.
Everything is about pride. I mean, we got the Rampage. That's a pride game. You know, there's nothing this week going on that's going to affect the playoff.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, I can call it the game of the week.
Okay.
Because it's going to be the closest matchup.
You heard it right here. The Chaos are playing the Scorpions. I think the Scorpions are going to come out and absolutely shock everybody and beat the Chaos. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, that's bold. I like it.
Kidding. You know, this should be another game. I mean, hey, you know what? The Scorpions, we said it since after we played them. They're a better team than what their record shows, in my opinion. And I think next year they're going to get even better, and hopefully next year they'll definitely be a playoff team. However, I think this is more of a game for the Chaos to get ready for the playoffs and kind of finalize all their little kinks. If they have any kinks, you guys have been whooping everybody, I understand that. But this is kind of like your last chance to get ready, geared up for the playoffs and to play. I don't know who you guys are going to be playing in the first round, but whether it's the Lynx or the Cowboys, who's the fourth team in that league?
Well, the Phoenix are going to, at the
Phoenix.
Look right now, you got the Phoenix that are going to be playing the Lynx. Chaos, the Cowboys for a
fourth time. Chaos, can you finally beat the Cowboys? I want you guys to beat the Cowboys so we can play you guys. I want to check out your linebacker that's supposed to be a stud. I want to hit Jay a couple times. So this will be interesting. This will be interesting.
Yes. I'll go with the Chaos on this one as well.
Yeah, the Chaos.
You know, but I want to see an upset. I ain't going to lie.
Well, I don't know. Do you have anything else to say? I mean, pretty much, listen, to wrap things up, please check out. Are we doing a little bit of a highlight about the recording that we did tonight with the Extreme Home Makeover? Are we going to add that into this at all?
We will eventually. Not into this. We don't want to get too much into the personal lives of the family that we get into until it's going to be aired and, of course, with their permission. But, you know, you kind of nailed it when you talked about you know, being the lucky ones. We're out here playing football, and you can talk all the smack talk, and you know, and it's all for fun.
Yeah.
There is no hard feelings towards anybody really in this league.
If anybody should have hard feelings, it should be me. I get gunned on, made fun of, called out constantly, and it's cool. I caused it. I understand that. But there should be no hard feelings at all. And this
I'm right behind you though.
Yeah.
You know, I got a bullseye on my head for some reason.
24 made it. Yeah, he definitely had a lot to say in that podcast, which I was a little bit shocked. He should have been a little more, but it's cool, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I can care less.
But anyhow, though, so you know, guys, just to recap it, a big thing in the Cougars organization right now is we're trying to help out in the community a lot more, as well as hopefully get to the championship game and see if we can't turn some heads and make some things happen. But we're trying to, you know, just raise awareness for different charities and different events, and we're just trying to help out in the community. If you, like I said, if you guys have anything that you need assistance with, or questions, or anything of that nature at all, please feel free to get a hold of, you know, myself, Eric, you know, anybody from the Cougars. Once again, yes, the Lynx beat us. They did it in convincing fashion. They had a very, very good passing attack that definitely exploited our secondary. We will be working on that. Hopefully we can fix that. We're looking forward to this week. But I think we got a tough game. I'm not going to lie to you, Eric. I think this game's going to be way tougher than what we think it's going to be as a team. I think the Rampage are going to come, and I think they're going to be fired up. And for them, it is a pride thing. I think they want to beat us going to the playoffs.
And at the same time, I think we have a lot to prove. And
Yeah,
I said that before last game, and that was probably where everything started. I said we have a lot to prove. We are not convincingly the team, the elite team in the entire GFL. And
The Lynx
in opinion, and the Lynx have done a phenomenal job doing that.
With all they're supposed to be.
Over the next few weeks, it's going to be it's more of a pride thing for us. I could care less what anybody says about me, what you about the team, or anything like that. We're going forward. We're going to play our hearts out, and hopefully win a championship this year.
Well said. Cool, guys. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed. See you later on. Huh?
Catch you later.